Hi, everyone. Unless you're living under a rock, you would have heard of the dreaded name, the villain of our times, Epstein, and would know a little bit about his high net worth associations and his traffic ring. There is this one clip that I want to show you today and discuss in today's video. So let's just watch it together.
Where you earned it advising the worst people in the world, right? That do enormous bad things, and just to make more money. So instead of asking me the question, should you take the money? Because I think it's a legitimate question. You think it's a legitimate question? Yes, in the Washington. Because I think about it, I think that ethics is always a complicated subject, but I can tell you that with the money I gave to help try to eradicate polio in Pakistan and India, instead of asking me whether that money should be given to these children for vaccines, I think you might want to ask their mothers who received the vaccine, who know their child now won't get polio, and ask them if Epstein should have helped these people.
You're
a mathematician. We walked into that clinic where they're giving that money out to these people that are the most dire straits of poverty and sickness. It told them that the money was coming from class 3 sexual predator?
Tier 1.
Tier 1's the highest or worst?
No, I'm the lowest.
I'm the lowest. You're the lowest. Okay, tier 1, you're the lowest. But a criminal.
Yes.
That the money came from. What percentage of people do you estimate? I understand you don't like farm mills. Do you estimate would say, I don't care, I want the money for my children?
I would say everyone said, I want the money for my children.
Did they know where the money came from?
I think if you told them,
the devil, 100%.
The devil
himself
said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
I must tell you that Epstein met with renowned psychologists, scientists on his private jet. These psychologists are top in their field and researching at universities like Harvard and Stanford. So definitely they are having huge insights into this field. Now, I would insert a few pictures of him meeting such folks on private jet. Now, the thing is, why would a party loving, socializing, child trafficking, blackmailing billionaire would do having conversations with best of scientists and intellectuals and investing in them? Well, Epstein knew that information is power and he is a product of his association, and he's not just a stupid criminal. He took advice from leading intellectuals on how to confuse the public and create a modern dilemma. Like Michael Sandel's famous thought experiment, the trolley paradigm, imagine a scenario in which a trolley rider is on the track and sees that there are about 50 laborers working on the track. He has the option of diverting to another track where there is only one man standing. What would you do? This is similar to the argument given by Epstein in this interview. Essentially, he is saying that if we are saving 100 children in India and Pakistan, and in exchange, only one girl is getting abused, is getting sacrificed, then what is the harm in that? It is a fair deal, right? That is essentially what he is trying to reason out in this video. So this is an argument coming out of utilitarian school of thought, which sees utility in decisions that are made. So there were utilitarians like Bentham that gave the principle of greatest good of the greatest number. He said that 50 lives are being saved. We are giving happiness to 50 people, which is greater than saving one life and giving happiness to one person. So we are doing maximum benefit to maximum number of people. So it is okay to sacrifice one person for saving 50 lives. However, utilitarians like J.S. Mill provided an element of quality over quantity in terms of justice and happiness. He said that it is better to be a human being dissatisfied than to be a pig satisfied. It is better to be Socrates dissatisfied than to be a fool satisfied. And if the fool and a pig are of different opinions, It is because only it is because they only know their own side of the question, right? So according to him, one Socrates is better than 50 laborers. So, if on one side there is a person like Socrates or Einstein, they are on the track, it is better that we save that Einstein or Socrates who can, through his discovery, through his innovation, save millions of lives and advance humanity, right? So, this is coming from so this is an evolution of utilitarian school of thought given by J.S. Mill. Now, if you were in the trolley, what would you do? Another philosopher that I would like to mention here is Immanuel Kant. He gave the principle that each man is an end in himself and no man is a means to somebody else's end. That means that each life is an end goal in itself. It is sacred, valuable, and worth. When it comes to individuals, there are no gradation, and justice demands that each man be treated as a whole in itself. There can be no negotiations when it comes to human dignity. Intentionally sacrificing one person to benefit others is categorically wrong and cannot go about in a civilized society. A person cannot be seen and treated like a commodity. This is what Kant says. By this principle, the trolley should just follow its route, however it was going, and the driver should not make any moral decisions at this point who to say, whether to say one person or to say 50 persons. Whoever is on the route of the trolley simply gets rolled away. It does not matter whether it's one person or 50 people. We cannot be making these moral judgments. Any accident that is happening is incidental, it cannot be intentional. Now, people like Epstein, they look for lawyers and intellectuals to rationalize their crimes. But it is not charity if you are doing charity out of the money raised from exploiting young and innocent children.